While we complain of the white man's brutality, we also have Africans who have made the way of the white man seem small when it comes to torture and brutality. Here are the 10 most wicked African presidents in history. Coming in at number 10 is Sani Abacha. Sani Abacha ruled Nigeria from 1993 to 1998. He was the proper definition of brutality and was responsible for the imprisonment and execution of many of his opponents. This unscrupulous ruler embezzled billions of dollars from the nation's central bank. Oga died and Nigerians are people who use sugar bath. He was at the height of violence and his business activities with Nigerian oil riches made him gain a lot of fortune.
MKO Abiola flagrantly perpetuated acts which breached the laws of the land, but government in its magnanimity never gave him serious attention. His most recent action of declaring himself the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Number 9 is Jean Bide. He was the self-crowned Emperor of Central Africa and was the second president of the Central African Republic. This man na action film oh. This brutal dictator was narcissistic. He had an unstable appetite for power and authority. Until he was outed in 1979, his strong obsession with all things French was a major disadvantage for the country. At number 8 is Ahmed Sékou Touré. He ruled Guinea from 1958 to 1984 and he is one of the most wicked black leaders to have ever lived. A corrupt leader who imposed harsh laws on the people, he became infamous for inventing innovative methods of murder. If to say this one na author in book title supposed be Million Ways to Die. Coming in at number 7 is Theodora Obang Nguema Mbang-Sogo. This one I would say wickedness in high places runs in the family. This one killed his own uncle wey be wicked president just to be pro-Marx version of his uncle. He has served as the country's president since August 1979. In a brutal coup, he deposed his uncle Francis Mbasa Nguema and assumed power. He presently holds the record for longest serving African leader. Number 6 is Muammar Gaddafi, the mad dog of Libya from 1969 to 2011. Some saw him as king of kings of Africa while other rulers saw his regime as cruel. Muammar Gaddafi was an egoistic who ran a police state. His children and immediate relatives had the right to kill without anyone questioning them. He was killed by rebel forces in October 2011. Number 5 is Robert Mugabe, the Solomon of Africa. This one nicknamed na wisdom as talk no dey ever finish from him mouth. Robert Mugabe was the president of Zimbabwe since 1987. Many people call him a murderous despot. Over the years, he has arrested and tortured his opponents. He created and promoted corruption that eventually brought the economy of the country to his knees. The kingdom of heaven suffered violence and the violent take it by force. That was how he was opted out of office because he owned on too much. His death was met with no sympathy from citizens of Zimbabwe.
If dogs and pigs know their mates, can human beings remain human beings if they do worse than pigs?
There will never be a regime change here. There will always be the people of Zimbabwe in control.
Number 4 is Omar al-Bashir. Omar al-Bashir is the leader of Sudan. He took control of the regime of the country in 1989 to 2019. This one our ancestor. In a bloodless military overthrow against the legislature of the equitable chosen Prime Minister Sadiq al-Majid. Throughout the years, he has killed countless honest individuals in Sudan and has been announced a war criminal and needed by the International Criminal Court (ICC) with over 30,000 to 40,000 deaths tagged to his name. Number 3 is Charles Taylor. Charles was the president of Liberia from 1997 to 2003. He was the main cause of the Liberian Civil War, which killed many innocent Liberians. This one na radical. He encouraged his followers to use rape as a weapon and cut off the hands of people who opposed him. Special court found the warlord guilty of all 11 counts of aiding and abetting war crimes and criminal against humanity.
Mr. Taylor, as you are aware, you are charged on an indictment containing 11 counts, which alleges that you are everything from a terrorist to a rapist. What do you say about that?
I'm none of those, have never been, and will never be, whether they think so or not. I I'm a father of 14 children, grandchildren, with love for humanity, have fought all my life to do what I thought was right in the interest of justice and fair play.
At number 2 is Mobutu Sese Seko. Mobutu Sese Seko was the president of Democratic Republic of Congo between 1965 and 1997. He killed an innumerable number of people during his tenure as president. He murdered opposition leaders in broad daylight. This one don't take wetin no nice o. As he forced all television stations to start the evening news with an image of him descending through clouds from the heavens. Coming in at the top of the list is Uganda Idi Amin, aka Don Dada. He served as Uganda's president from 1971 to 1979. He killed more than 500,000 people in Uganda, including archbishops, foreign businessmen, and opposition figures. One of the most ruthless presidents of all time. The death toll of his regime amounted to 500,000 out of 10 million. He was feared for feeding his victim alive to crocodiles. He also kept the decapitated head of political enemies in his office. Although he said human flesh was generally too salty for his taste, he acknowledged having consumed human flesh. Nearly all of the stunning girls that were in the vicinity of the madman place were His Excellency President for Life, Field Marshal Al-Alhaj Dr. Idi Amin, VC, DSO, MC, Lord of all the beasts of the earth and fishes of the sea, and the conqueror of the British Empire in Africa, are just but a few of the titles he bestowed upon himself.
I have been informed that Chief Justice Kiwanuka met a very untimely death. He was my best friend, you know. The culprits of this terrible crime should be brought to justice. The killers must have been Obote gorillas. I want to see the body of my friend. Get out. I must pray for Kiwanuka's soul alone. Excellency.
Ringoni monomiate ko kendo mada sujo wa sita duto te nyingi Yesu nyingwere ala.
That's all for today, guys. What are your thoughts? Did we miss someone? Let us know in the comment box. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the bell icon to get notification about new and more interesting videos as they drop. Thank you.